Hello and welcome back to another video where today I'm at Parliament Station, and I would have been at Flinders if it wasn't for goddamn bus replacements. And today I'm going to one of Melbourne's busiest, whilst it also being the Sporting Station of Melbourne, and that is Richmond Station. So if I can hopefully get there, let's go. Hello and welcome to Richmond Station. And yes, there are a lot of platforms here, but it's one of Melbourne's busiest, so you kind of expect it. Not in service train actually, but let's first off start with the key features on platform 6, I think I'm on platform 6. Yeah, I'm on platform 6. But first off, what's on one platform is the same as on every other platform from 1 all the way to platform 10. So let's talk about the key features. First off, there are PIDs here at Richmond Station, and I think this is an accessibility ramp. Now there are advertisement boards, actually many along this platform. There is also another PID to tell you where you can find your connecting trains on other platforms and where they are going to. There are also some bins just right over here, and right behind those bins is a nice Coca-Cola vending machine. There are also seats here at Richmond Station because it's not a station without some seats. Now there are also a underground concourse which these stairs take you down, and I will explain that later on in the video why Richmond Station is kind of weird in a way. Now there are 3 sets of passenger PIDs which tell you your next service and where you're going on each platform. So like there's one down there, there's one here, and then there's one all the way down there. There's also another set of PIDs that tell you your connecting train. There's also an emergency assistant button with the metallic logo, another round of bins, seats, vending machines, and it's basically copy and paste all the way down to the end of the platform. Now, let's have a look at the next thing. Now that I have done the key features of Richmond Station, time to do what train takes each and every platform here. Right now I'm on platform 1 here at Richmond Station, and it takes all trains from Sandringham going into the city. Let's go to platform 2 here at Richmond Station. It takes all trains from the city going to Sandringham. Let's go to platform 3 here at Richmond Station, and it takes all trains on the through city group to Williamstown, Laverton and Werribee. Now they're coming from Frankston and they're going cross in that direction down that way. Now let's go to platform 4 here at Richmond Station, and it takes all trains on the cross city group from Werribee, Williamstown and Laverton all the way to Frankston going in that direction. Now let's go to platform 5 at Richmond Station, and it takes all trains coming from Cranbourne and Pakenham, actually East Pakenham, and going into the city to Flinders Street. Now it also takes V-Line services from Ballinsdale and Traralgon going into Southern Cross Station. Now let's go to platform 6 at Richmond Station, and it takes all trains from Flinders Street going to Cranbourne and Pakenham, actually East Pakenham, as well as V-Line services to Barnsdale and Traralgon coming from Southern Cross Station. Let's now go to platform 7 at Richmond Station, and it takes all trains coming from Lilydale and Belgrave going into the city. Now they are express via East Richmond, but they do stop here at Richmond Station. Now let's go to platform 8 here at Richmond Station. Takes especially trains from Alamein and Glen Waverley going into the city only. Let's now go to platform 9 at Richmond Station, and it takes especially trains coming from the city going to Lilydale and Belgrave only. Now let's go to platform 10 here at Richmond Station, and it takes only trains coming from the city going to Glen Waverley and Alamein Station. Now let's talk about the fun facts of Richmond Station. This is Richmond Station, and no, it is not named after the terrible football club that can't win a single game. Why the hell do I barrack for them? Now, Richmond Station is a commuter railway station on regional and metropolitan lines, and it serves the lines of Alamein, Belgrave, Craigieburn, Frankston, Glen Waverley, Lilydale, East Pakenham, Sandringham, and regional lines on the Gippsland line to Barnsdale, Traralgon and Sale. Now, it serves the inner eastern suburb of Richmond in Melbourne, Australia, and Richmond Station is an elevated premium station on a major junction featuring 10 different platforms. It opened on the 8th of February 1859, with the current station provided in the late 1950s. Initially, the station was originally opened as Punt Road, and then the station was renamed 2 different times. The station was renamed to Swan Street on the 12th December 1859, and then given its current name of Richmond on the 1st of January 1867. During the 1930s, the station was struggling to cope with patronage. Now, by the 1940s, the Ashworth Improvement Plan, remember that from the Willison video, recommended that Richmond Station was to be rebuilt, but funding was a big problem because it was just after World War II and it was preventing the station being rebuilt. Now, Operation Phoenix is a post-war rebuilding of the Victorian railways, and it was suggested that this station was to start in the 1950s, but that didn't happen until 26th of March 1960s, and the present station, this one that we're at right now, was finally completed. Now, in 1994, major re-signalling works occurred between Richmond and South Yarra. On the 4th December 1969, Richmond Station was upgraded to a premium station. During 2015, all the verandas on the platforms were lengthened and the roofs were installed over the ramps, leading to pedestrian subways at the upper end of the station. Additional verandas filled the gap between the existing verandas, giving passengers covers when there's extreme weather events and to reduce overcrowding. Now, let's leave the station and have a look at the surrounding areas of Richmond Station. Let's go. This is the main concourse here at Richmond Station, whilst also being the main exit here at Richmond Station, and it goes directly out onto Swan Street. Now, there are 4 here, entrance and exits at Richmond Station, but only 3 are closed like all the time and only open for special events. But this is also the main concourse underneath the station. So let's talk about some of the key features here. Besides the bins and the incredible cafe here that is serving up some delicious food, there's also bathrooms, and just around this corner there is a customer service desk. There are some payphones. Right here is a Mikey top-up machine. This is a credit card version of it. And then there's some more PIDs here for trams and then the train services. Now, let's head out of the station. This is the Swan Street exit and entrance here at Richmond Station. Now, this one is always opened and the other exits and entrances from Richmond Station are continuously closed. So let's go to the 3 other entrance and exits and see why they are always closed. Let's go. This right here is the Olympic Boulevard entrance, and it's forever closed and is only opened for when there is some events happening at Aami Park and Rod Laver Arena, and there's a sign over there that says a bunch of other events like the MCG and a bunch of other tennis arenas. But yeah, this is the 2nd entrance here at Richmond Station. Now let's go to the 3rd. This right here is the Burden Avenue entrance here at Richmond Station, and it's forever closed until some sort of a sporting event here happens at either the Richmond home ground or the MCG, which is just somewhere over there, and I'm going to go walk to later. Now, let's go to entrance number 4. Now, I have finally made it to the last entrance here at Richmond Station, and this is the Stewart Street entrance, and it's kind of weird because it doesn't have a really close connection to any sporting event. Like, I'm just on some random side street and it could technically stay open all the time, but for some reason it's open today and I've seen it closed a lot of other days. So let's now go walk to the MCG. Right now I'm standing in front of the Richmond Football Club, which is possibly the worst club in the entire league right now. Give us 5 years, our team will be in the top 8, but that's not an issue. Now, let's keep on walking to MCG. This is the MCG and is very close to Richmond Station, and it hosts all other AFL events that aren't being hosted at Marvel Stadium. This is possibly one of the most famous sporting grounds in all of Australia. Now, let's go to Rod Laver Arena, or John Cain Arena, if I can even get there. This is John Cain Arena, and It is one of 3 major arenas inside of the Australian Open, the other 2 being Rod Laver Arena and Margaret Court Arena. Now, these host some of the world's best tennis matches you will ever see in your lifetime. Now, let's go to Aami Stadium. Now, this right here is Aami Park. And now, I know I said Aami Stadium before, and I don't want to hear a single person clowning me in the comments for it. And it hosts, if not all of Melbourne's soccer events, Melbourne Victory, Melbourne City, as well as Melbourne's rugby events, Melbourne Storm. And for some reason, this stadium looks like a bunch of soccer balls squished together, and it kind of looks weird. Also, just across the road, or actually right next to the stadium, over there is the Collingwood Football Club home ground. Now let's head back to the station. Now, before I show you guys a montage of all the trains arriving and departing at Richmond Station, I first off want to say there's also a tram and a bus route that do come here at Richmond Station, so I'll show you that first. This is the only tram stop here, Richmond Station on Swan Street, and it takes the Route 70 from Wattle Park to Waterfront Dockland. This is the local bus stop here at Richmond Station, and it only takes 1 bus route for some unknown reason. This is also Punt Road, so that might be a big giveaway. This is the 246 to Eastern Wick. Now, let me show you guys a montage of all the trains arriving and departing from Richmond Station whilst I've been here. Let's go. Like that montage of all the trains arriving and departing from Richmond Station whilst I've been here. Now it's time for the passenger station figures. Richmond Station during the 2023 and 2024 period was the 6th busiest station on the network with 3,722,400 passengers. That's about 10,198.3 people arriving and departing from Richmond Station each and every single day. So why don't I catch the next train and get out of here? My train here at Richmond Station has now just arrived, and actually on platform 3, if you just wanted to know. Now, I hope you have liked this video about the 6th busiest station in all of Melbourne, Melbourne Sporting Station. So, let me quickly get on. Actually, wait for some people to get off. That's the nice thing to do. Let me get on, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.